There's 50 grand sitting there. Yeah, I'm convinced of that.
What is going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be an interesting one. It's one that my dad loves watching back in the UK. Your dad loves watching back in the UK. It's on UK television, and that is Outback Opal Hunters. Now, I've actually been inspired to watch a clip from the show after being on a FaceTime to my dad the other day, and he was like, I've been watching it, I love the show, do you watch it? And I said, I actually don't. So this has been pretty much a reaction for my dad.
Yeah.
If you guys do enjoy this video, please be sure to subscribe. And with that being said, I wanted to read off a little bit of a fact about opals, and that is Australia produces about 95% of the world's precious opals. Is that say precious? Yeah. World's, I've not got my glasses on, sorry guys. Precious opals, and the country's official national gemstone. So it's Australia's national gemstone.
Oh, that is so interesting.
Might have to get some opal kind of stuff. There's a few places near us where actually sell it and you can go install.
There's a couple of shops, so I reckon we could definitely go and visit one of
Maybe
them.
that's a future video. Get all them wrote down.
Yeah.
A little bit of an insight into a future video, but we are now going to get into the clip. The clip that we're reacting to today is from Outback Opal Hunters, and it is 50k opal is worth more than a miner has made in his entire career. That's a big old find. So let's get into watching this clip, and the original clip will be in the description below for anybody who does want to go and watch the full clip without us reacting, as we will be pausing the clip. Now, let's get watching the clip.
Pete and Sam are chasing the most valuable opal in the world, black opal.
Wow.
Whoa.
Last season, the partnership hit an all-time low.
It was a pretty hard season. Pete did his shoulder. We went backwards in the running department.
Not much at all, mate.
Didn't it really?
It's tough.
Definitely crossed the line just to
Very tough.
go to a normal 9 till 5 job.
I can't see Sam sticking around if we don't find any money.
This season's all or nothing for me.
Well,
Don't find anything. It's hard to justify to keep going.
We need more opals to get some more cash to finish this place off. So we're going to go hard. Season target.
We're going big this year.
Yeah, big, mate. Don't you?
just the two of them.
I was going to say, that's a lot for them.
100,000 then. We can do
What
it.
pressure.
Season target 100 grand. Wow.
How long's the season?
That's a
Haven't
good
seen
question.
anything, but with this sort of dirt, you've got to wash it. You won't see it.
They just do it by eye?
See then.
There's no machine. Wow, this is crazy.
It's a 20-kilometre drive back to Pete's wash plant with their first
15
meters of dirt this season.
So they excavate it and then wash it off, and that reveals.
I was going to
Yeah,
say, that's...
that makes sense.
Tomorrow, this dirt will be all washed down to maybe a cubic metre or two, and then we'll take that back to town and sort through it, and hopefully there'll be some gems in there.
It does just like the two of them, though, doing it. Pete and Sam, yeah.
That's kind of cute.
Right, mate, let's have a look.
After washing a truckload of dirt, Pete and
No
Sam are
machine,
left
though.
with 1 ton of washed rocks to check for gems.
The idea is to spread it one stone thick, and any colour will just shine like a rainbow.
Yeah.
Just by eye, though, like.
Crazy. I guess...
Bit of potch in it, Pete. No money, but just a few bits of potch.
Colourless opal stones, known as potch, are often found near valuable coloured opal.
Fingers crossed, then.
Oh, that's a big one.
Oh.
Is that black,
That's a
though?
good chunk of potch there, mate.
Isn't it?
There's
So
no
potch.
colour.
That's
What you
so
need
hot.
is that colour
On that.
on that size stone.
Oh, wow. So the black is the most expensive, I think
Yeah.
they said.
Yeah.
So if you see something that's dark.
Oh, that's a nice size Noe. Oh,
Noe.
Knowing.
Have a look at that.
Whoa.
Oh, wow, that's nice. Look at that. So that's not the expensive
That's,
stones, then?
that's hitting the jackpot, mate.
Oh, is it? Oh.
Look at it, look at it, look at it.
That's big money.
50 grand plus.
What?
Jeez,
What?
Couldn't double that.
Finally.
Double that?
Finally, the one we've been looking for.
So they just need to catch that the whole... catch that like a fish.
Got it.
They're just going to get that the whole season. That's it. That's done. They just need that. can't be right.
No, yeah. So it was 100 grand. So that's half of the season.
He said it might be worth double. He said 50, and then it might be worth double.
Well, the title of the video is 50, so I think that's where I'm getting my information from. Still,
In
geez.
gem quality opal, size and a full range of colours are king. This one has both.
Be interested to see if you get an offer on it like that.
In the rough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See a couple of little lines on it.
Yeah.
No.
Because if you rub it and those lines are in the colour,
It's worth bugger off.
it's just an interesting specimen worth maybe $5,000 or something, maybe.
Yep.
But if it faces up, it'll be 10 times, 15
Yeah,
times.
right.
So minute, but like
$100,000 I wanted to get this year to get this wash plant up and running, convince Sam that it's a good idea to stay, and finding this stone, it could get us to that target. I don't know. I'm hoping.
We're still not sure of the exact value of it. It's hard to tell in the rough when it's not rubbed. But in the rough, I think we decided around 20 grand.
20,000 as is, or cut and polished, as much as $100,000. But cutting and polishing the stone comes with its risks.
Do I rub it or don't rub it? You know, it could turn into 100,000 or it could turn into 10,000. What are we going to do?
why is that?
Got
Is
it.
it if they damage it? Oh, I don't know what would devalue it by doing
Go
it.
rub it. I'm going to rub it. I'm going to rub it.
Maybe the truth, eh?
That's exactly what it is.
Are you sure about this?
Yeah.
For the first time in his short mining career, Sam has found a monster gem in the tail out. Valued at $20,000 in the rough, cut and
So,
polished,
just
it
like
could
that.
be worth as much as $100,000.
You're just going to take that grey off the top, aren't you?
As well, they seem to be repeating bits, but I'm guessing how the show would be structured. It would be cut in between different opal mines. So we're seeing
right.
one story.
Yeah.
And these,
Yeah.
They keep repeating it. So I'm like, I feel like I've got deja vu, but yeah, they
that
are
makes
just.
sense.
They must be cutting away on doing ad breaks, and then but we're
Yeah.
seeing it kind of.
Just going to take that
Reduce.
bit off, have a look, and then I'll take the top off, I think.
It's a
Oh, this
big
looks
gamble.
risky.
If Pete grinds off the colour or shows that the stone has flaws,
He'll know what he's
its
doing.
value will plummet.
It's a bit nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
Having this sort of money in your hand, it's
Yeah, I
gets
bet.
your old heart pumping it in there.
Oh, no, I'm not in the hole there for my
Oh, I couldn't.
Coming off.
Oh.
This is where it starts getting scary.
I've got shaky
Every
hands.
time
I'd
you
be
take a
bad
bit
at
of
that.
colour off, that's $1,000.
Yeah.
Oh, look at it though. Wow.
Have a look.
Again, just by hand roll, like you feel like
You get nervous, mate.
That's more and more colour off.
That'd be me. I'd
So
walk
I
out.
think it's time to stop.
Yeah.
And have a real good look at it.
Oh, it's a full thing, isn't it?
But it's just
so
the two of them,
large.
though.
Yeah, look, you've got that
Oh,
black bit
wow.
there.
Yeah.
And that black is under the red. I think we'll stop there.
So what do we reckon, mate? What is it worth now?
There's 50 grand sitting there.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm convinced of that.
Jeez!
Their opal is Lightning Ridge Black Nobby, displaying a full range of colours.
Look at
It
that.
weighs 41 carats, or 8 grams. It's a partial rub, bringing its value to $50,000.
Photo, like 50 grand.
50 grand.
More money in a single stone than Sam has found in his entire opal mining career.
I
Wow.
think it's really good for Sam to see.
I could get
what
into
can
watching
happen
this
for the
so
potential
much.
of this mining venture. One stone, $50,000. That's just incredible. And now he's seen that it can happen to us.
That's amazing. Oh, look at his look. And he was going to leave.
We'd had 3 tough years of not much, so finally see a gem come out in our first week
Oh.
this year. Can't ask for a better start than that.
Look at him smiling. That's cute.
That's cute. He's
That
a
is
cute
nice.
team. Oh,
What a feel-good
wow.
story that is. That's made it. That's put a little
that.
smile on my face.
I could so get into like watching this, like especially
Yes.
it being two of them. You really kind of get into their little
Well,
lives and the
Well,
personalities.
it'd be cut in
doing
between other mines, so they'd be one,
Oh,
so it'd
yeah.
actually be 4. So you'd
Cool,
kind
though.
of get attached to some stories and then other stories. Maybe there's other people that do it on a larger scale.
Yeah.
But seeing just that kind of small scale between two people, that the young guy, Sam, I think he said, was going to leave.
Yeah.
It's a whole, like, not life and death situation, but it's a whole thing between the operations running and potentially struggling.
Definitely. Wow.
Well, that's a feel-good story, and I understand why my dad said, watch it, get into it, you'll enjoy it. Now, there are, obviously, the Gold Rush shows and other similar shows like this kind of... not reality TV, what is it?
Yeah, it wouldn't be classed as reality TV, would it? But it kind of is. It's
So I'm trying to imagine...
a little documentary on them, isn't it?
Yeah, like the kind of mini-doc kind of feeling shows. Like, you also have the Bondi Beach Rescue. If you want us to watch that, let us know in the comment section. And you also have the Australian customs shows. Now, some of those would be hilarious. I bet they have, like, strangest things to come through customs. We'll have to see if there's any videos like that. But for today, Opal Hunters, pretty cool watch. We have enjoyed it. I think I might watch a couple more clips of that.
I think I might get into it, you know. I hope you guys like this one because I would love an excuse to watch some more. I'm definitely going to be watching some in my spare time, I reckon.
It's good to see feel-good stories. I'd feel sad on the ones where they put so much money and time into it and then nothing, like they said, 3 seasons of nothing.
It's like the farmers in the UK. Like, we like watching, like, Clarkson's Farm and stuff, and that's always, like, everything's negative. It's like issue. Oh, gosh, you constantly feel so bad.
You see that silver lining, and this is obviously a good silver lining, a good story. So, let us know if there is anything else. A very enjoyable watch. Thank you, Dad, for recommending it. And anybody else, if you do have any other recommendations, let us know in the comment section below. Thank you to the members. We've not been out and about today getting a coffee, but we hope you have enjoyed the video nevertheless. Last couple of days we have been busy, going to places, doing things, and what's coming up, Cody?
We have got, just for the ones that haven't heard yet, a pretty big trip starting. The announcement will be Thursday for you guys.
Ooh.
So we're going to film that
Stick
Wednesday.
around.
Stick around for that because I promise you it's worth it. We are doing our biggest trip yet since being in Australia.
And I have no idea what that is. Cody is doing it as a surprise, so I'm going to find out when you guys find out on camera. I'm very excited to see what it is. So if you're new around here, be sure to subscribe for that. And without any further ado, thank you very much for watching, and we shall see you in the next one.
Bye.
Adios.